Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Metal Gear Solid. One moment. God damn it, they're walking so slow.
Freeze.
Let's interrogate. No, let's hold them up. But I think the guys on the bridge will spot me. The guy over there, let's check it out. Probably he will. Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. Yeah, it's probably best if I smash him to the ground.
Freeze.
And then we ourselves will go prone as well until he moves over. There are actually two guys over there. But that guy, I think, will not have a line of sight. It's just too far. But that guy on the middle of the bridge, he may have spotted us when we stood up. We can check it out. We can lure him here and then just take him out. We are at the start of Operation Snake Eater. We met up with Eva in the previous episodes. We have to make our way north, but we're now going south because we are backtracking these areas to mop up the collectibles, which we couldn't do the first time around while we were here because reasons. Yeah, do we want to interrogate this guy? We could. So we are going to
No way.
make him sleep. Oh. That's so annoying. Pretty sure I hit his... Where is the other guy? Alright, and you?
Freeze.
Let's get his items.
No, wait.
Hello. Nice, this guy has a lot of items. What the hell? What am I doing? I'm pretty sure...
Speak.
left 3 is
Shake
interrogate.
the rope bridge. Answer me. Let go of me. Freeze.
Oh, fuck me, did I pick... now the items... Did I pick them up? I don't even remember whether they despawned or I went over them. I do think I picked them up. But anywho, we are going back to mop up the collectibles. And also in the previous episode, I learned about another collectible. There are 15 film reels, and I was wondering, can you always spot them on enemies? Because those enemies you cannot first tranquilize or knock out, because then the film reel gets destroyed. You really have to hold them up before doing anything, and then let them drop their stuff, and then you get the film reel. I only noticed that collectible after... Is there also a guy here? Yeah, there's also a guy there. Let's just drop him, right? That's the problem. There's a lot of waiting around if you want to do it no kills and no alerts. But anywho, I only figured it out later on, and I looked it up on the internet, and I thought it was in this area a guy with another film reel. I knew I missed one, but it was the first time in the Virtuous mission that we crossed this area where there was a guy with the film reel. So in between episodes, I got that film reel from him. Only thing I'm not 100% sure about, but I did see an online source saying that it does. Whether the film reels are saved separately from game progress, because of course I loaded up a very early save, I got the film reel, and then I loaded up this much later save. So is that film reel now still stored? I do think it is, if it works the same way as regular collectibles, the ducks and the frogs, because those also seem to be auto-saved in the background, separate from the actual game save, so to say. So if all goes well, we have all the film reels 2 out of 15. And also what is really nice is that you can indeed see on enemies whether they are carrying one. They carry it either at the front or the side or the back. You just have to inspect enemies, and then if you see a film reel, you know that you have to... I have to hold them up and not first tranquilize them or something.
Freeze. Speak.
There are guys who know alert cancellation frequencies.
Speak.
Bastard.
No. Fuck my life, man. These controls, they are still really
Freeze.
tricky sometimes. Still needs to become second nature to me.
Please don't.
Right, this is an expensive method of getting items. Do you think he can have another one? I doubt it. Are we going for it? Yes. Fuck me, I knew it. Oh, wow! Alright, then maybe he has another item. But we do need the bullets. We still have 17 bullets. Let's assume we will find some more bullets. Right, now we are going to tackle this guy. Wow.
Freeze.
Sometimes it takes a bit long.
Speak.
When throwing a grenade, if shot,
You can actually shoot a grenade in air. That's pretty cool. What are we going to do now? I don't want to waste my bullets when he's on the ground for him to drop items, so I really want to hold him up standing, but you cannot go from this position back to that position. Unless I throw him on the ground, I think. Like so. And then he's standing up.
Freeze.
And there we go. So it's actually quite easy.
don't shoot me, please! Oh. Oh. Oh.
Alright, those books can become very handy
Oh.
for distracting enemies, I think. Alright, this guy is done. Put him next to his buddy in the shrubbery. And now what we shouldn't forget
Freeze.
is besides taking out these guys for some goodies, we actually have to get the collectibles. So we have no check mark yet on the bottom right. So no frog or ducky found in this area yet. But there is the frog. And the ducky, I actually don't know where it is. Man, yesterday I got pretty frustrated with the game because of the controls. They were just a little bit all over the place, but once it gets second nature, and even with those janky controls, which to a certain extent to me are also the charm of Metal Gear Solid, the whole series, like these Japanese developers often just have a pretty weird way of designing the control schemes. But yeah, so it's to a certain extent also charming, but nevertheless can also be extremely frustrating. But even with that, man, look at the textures here, really nice. It is such a cool game, seriously. The cutscenes, the story, it's just amazing. Alright, what is that mushroom sea actually? Man, we have a lot of stuff. I think it's a Siberian inkap. Tastes terrible. But I do think if Snake eats stuff more often, he can start to like it.
I've had enough.
Yeah, I think the first time he ate these, he was really like, this is gross. I'm not sure whether it was these ones.
Gross.
He still says gross, but we got quite some stamina recovery.
No good.
Yeah, and now barely any stamina recovery. It's a little bit weird. Alright, Yabloko Maloko, a fruit resembling a star apple that grows only in the Celino-Yarsk region. Yabloko Maloko means apple dripping with milk. Cutting it open lengthwise reveals a distinctive star-shaped band inside. Not eaten yet, said to be tasty. Alright, let's see how quickly, because I think you can also have food with 2 flies on it. That's really rotten and spoiled. This only has 1 fly. Let's see if, and we can also use it to actually distract enemies, poison foods, to knock them out, I think, or let them run to the toilet. But let's see, I'm not sure where, if you eat spoiled food, whether you are always immediately have like a digestive illness, or get that, or whether it's chance based. So let's see.
Not so great.
Alright, do we now have an illness? Nope. Alright, so that's good. We have 1 guy over there. Let's do a little bit of inventory management. Man, I always get into these games after a week work. I need the whole Saturday to acclimatize, to get the whole stress out of my system. And then I always start enjoying and getting into the flow way too late. I still have some hours. It's Sunday afternoon. I really wish it was now Saturday afternoon, but okay, it is what it is. Stun, smoke, stun grenades do, I think, trigger alerts, so they're not that useful for me actually. Magazine is useful. Book can be useful. Man, she is hot. Zero March. Salora Sabra. Oh, Sabra it says. Middle age. Gain the heaven. Claymores. Now we are really going for a no kill run. Fake death pill. Do I ever use it? Not really. I don't even know when it will be useful. If you're going for a 0 alert run, because often they will have spotted you and it will trigger an alert then, I guess. But we can mess around with it later. Just take it and let's see what happens. If then an enemy comes by, whether we then immediately get a alert phase. Cigar is for leeches, hornets to chase them away, and also a slight light source if you don't have anything else in dark caves. Binocular, thermal, do I need it? Nope. We want to be as light as possible because then stamina drains as slow as possible. Cardboard box is cool. Compass is no use without the HUDs. It's only a HUD element. Alright, so we still need the ducky. I think it was somewhere over there, honestly. In the virtuous mission when we were here, it was right on top of there, but I don't really see it. It can also be quite well hidden because it is a yellow duck, but it actually can have... I need to know his patrol before I cross this long bridge. So he's walking all the way over there. And then what is he doing? He's standing. Yeah, not for that long actually. It's pretty tricky getting over this bridge unseen, I would say. Unless I crawl already. Or I can also just, of course, lure him to this side. But what was I saying? I don't even remember. Yeah, that ducky. Yeah, they can wear a little mini suit, and then which is black, so they can be, I think, quite hard to make out. Those ducks. What are we wearing now? Tiger stripe. Effective in wooded and grassy areas as well as against soil. Effective in underbrush. Yeah, why is that harder? We are not in underbrush, or better, we are on a bridge. Single color battle uniform for general infantry use does not provide much camouflage. It does here, apparently. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate it so much. Falling off this bridge is so fucking annoying. Alright, I'm taking it easy. I wanted to just immediately go for him, but that stalking goes so slowly, you really don't... That's pretty cool, the leaves that are now on his uniform. But it goes so incredibly slow that often you don't have time for it. They already turn around once you get to them. So I'm just going to be cautious and hope that he will not now move to where we are. Actually, let's just do the book. That's pretty funny. No, not here. Whoa. So you cannot throw a book? Here, this is what I mean with weird controls. It's really trial and error. You really have to get into the game.
Freeze.
Actually pressing all the wrong buttons now.
Answer me.
While falling, press the action button above branches.
Speak.
Under the rope bridge. Flatten yourself against the cliff wall and proceed.
Speak.
Let me go!
Right, I will let you go.
Freeze.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Because we want to loot him. Man. Alright.
Freeze.
Don't shoot!
Right, right. But once you do get the controls become a bit second nature, then it really it's an amazing game. It's just really slow paced. You really have to be methodical and systematic with your control inputs. Sometimes they're not very oh shit. What the hell, Snake? What the fuck are you doing? That's what I mean. Alright, let's choke him out. Just a bit of practicing. Only for practice purposes.
Freeze. Speak.
While falling, press the action button above branches.
Freeze.
Alright, but yeah, so for example, if you are, you fall from this bridge for example, like so, then normally you would think, okay, if I do here, then X is climbing up, the action button, but you would also think like when you're with one hand, so X is basically up, so if you're only holding on with one hand, you would imagine if you press X, then you would grab it also with your other hands, and then if you press X again, then you climb up. But that's not the case. Climbing, getting the grips with two hands from 1 to 2, it's actually left stick up. I actually see the collectible. You see how well it is hidden? God damn it. I was really looking there. Motherfucker. You see, it's with the, it has camo on. It's pretty funny, by the way. But yeah, so that is, that are just weird things. And sometimes also you're hanging and you want to actually press X to climb up. Sometimes I'm pressing it like 3 times or 4 times before it actually registers. Man, we were so close. here it is. Alright, done. Pretty nice tree bark, although personally I still have yet to see a game that does trees better, at least under certain conditions. It literally looks photorealistic. Then, are we, yeah, 2 check marks here. Skyrim actually, super old game, but texture work in that game is absolutely amazing, I find. Alright, where are we now? Ah, we are here. Yeah, so that is actually quite tricky. Alright, let's use our
Who's that?
fuck my life. Good thing that there is autosave. Let's use our comic book. Oh, by the way, that was still... I lost one, I guess. I wanted to throw it. Yeah, you see? But then maybe it's still here. Wait, I doubt it. Find it pretty weird that... Oh, fuck me. Now these guys... Okay, I will just quickly look if it's here. Is there a comic book here?
Who's that?
Nope. By the way, not a comic book. Adult entertainment book. Oh, good thing he doesn't spot me. A magazine for the discerning gentleman features stunning photos of young models. The feature articles are also worth a read. Yeah, it's super funny, just like they say on Playboy. Alright, let's see what happens. Wonder whether probably if once you place it you cannot pick it up, I think, anymore.
What's this?
Right, let's see how long they are distracted by this. 4, 5, I think pretty long. 6, 7 or something. 7 or 8, I don't even remember. They are really pretty long distracted, so it's good to know. It's quite a powerful weapon. Wow, man, I think you can just... They're distracted for a very long time. Ah, there he goes.
Who's
yeah,
that?
I was afraid of that he would immediately see me. But good to know, they are distracted for a pretty long time. Alright, and we can also maybe go through here a bit quicker and a bit more straightforward. Like so. Fuck.
Freeze. Speak.
Do it.
Freeze.
Right, was there something in this hollow tree? Nope. Right, there is a guy walking over there. Let's just take him out. What the hell? Fucking snake. Alright, I'm normally an animal friend, but fuck this snake. Let's also immediately see if we can catch that snake. First do a quick cure. Then backpack. Oh fuck, we need a mousetrap for it, which we don't have, but we can also tranquilize them. Or not. Yes, you see, we captured it alive.
Freeze. Freeze.
Oh, fuck me. Did I actually interrogate this guy? I don't think I did. Let's do that quickly. Just to see what they can say.
The enemy. Speak.
The bottomless swamp. Keep moving. Don't stop.
Answer me. Let go of me.
Alright, alright.
Freeze.
Alright, now to look for both thingies. such nice little details, like this little hole in the wood. I do find it a pity that they, yes, the Unreal Engine, I think it is, how do you say, unavoidable that there is just centralization in the, oh my god, Snake. Why can't I fucking jump over this? Oh fuck me, I totally forgot. You see, I was already thinking, isn't there another guy over there? Oh fuck me. Holy fuck. I thought he was going in a totally different direction.
Huh? Who's that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck, it's so hard. Oh, so annoying. Apparently I drew the weapon. Yeah, you have to be so systematic with your inputs. You have to press stalk, press forwards, but then before you draw, you cannot then just draw your weapon as well. First you have to let go of forward so that you are sure that you don't let go of stalk first, because then Snake, if you then not at the exact same time also stop pushing the left thumbstick forwards, Snake will move a little bit faster, like normal walking instead of stalk walking, making more sounds, and then the enemy will hear you in a fraction of seconds. So you first have to let go of left stick, then stalk, let go. So then you are totally stationary, and then you can draw your weapon. But that is so convoluted. Why can't you just draw your weapon while you were stalk walking? There's stuff like this that really, there's so many fails that are really only due to that very fidgety control system. But yeah, again, it is now it is not purely just like in Metal Gear Solid 2 as well. And also I think Gran Turismo has the same, sometimes weird button assignments. It is just something of Japanese devs. It is also charming in this game a little bit. It's a bit of a hybrid, of course, with the new control scheme, which is more Western related, but still the mechanics are the old ones. So yeah, it is. I understand it, and actually if you get used to it you probably will not even notice, but you really have to get into it. And also
Freeze.
It's sometimes hard to gauge what the CQC distance is, so from where you can draw your weapon and roll up an enemy.
Do it.
Freeze.
There was also something else I wanted to say, and I totally forgot. Yeah, that also, like, trial and erroring this. I should do that more, but oh fuck me again, that motherfucking snake. But yeah, sometimes it just also takes quite some time to do. Of course, it doesn't have to if you select a good spot to do it. But yeah, to really enjoy this game, you really have to put some time into learning the mechanics.
Freeze.
Also, like this mechanic, sometimes it takes so long for it to trigger.
Speak. The bottomless swamp. Keep moving. Don't stop. Freeze.
Alright, now for that guy over there. I'm just gonna play it easy, I'm just gonna pop him in the head. Where is he? Ah, that's what I was saying, I think. I was talking about the game engine. So, I understand their centralization because there's a difference between being creative, writing cool stories, making cool game worlds, and the work of actually making a super efficient, super capable game engine. So I do think with just a task specialization, it makes sense that they go with the Unreal Engine. But what I also understood, and I'm actually looking much more forward to that game now than I was actually expecting, because at the time I never really got into it. That's Metal Gear Solid 5. Kojima made like a whole proprietary engine that apparently really was pretty damn good. Here.
Freeze. Answer me.
If right hand gets shot, the gun.
Speak. Let me go.
So, from that perspective, and of course it is also because Kojima is not with Konami anymore, so Konami is just a corporate company that just says like, yeah, it's much cheaper to just license the Unreal Engine and focus on the textures, etc., whatever else the game devs do. Oh wait, before going there, let's try and find the actual collectibles. But yeah, with Kojima around, the games took way longer to make. It was less business, and of course I'm only doing, this is my super outsider view. Here, there's one. But there was way more perfection, way more love for it, way more accountancy involved, so to say. So I'm actually also very sad a bit that they ditched that Fox engine, because if there was any company, there needs to be a Japanese good developed engine, I find. It should not only be Western. The Japanese, they have such a unique way of developing games. They have so much more attention to detail. Where's my sound thingy? Compared to Westerners, and of course Westerners also make great games, like Gears of War, amazing, amazing games, the first ones. The feeling was just totally spot on. The reload, the punchiness of the guns, it was amazing. Halo as well, of course, but Yeah, no, they complement each other, I would say, but and that's why there should be a balance there. So it should not only be engine going forward will more and more for all games be Unreal Engine. That's why I really find it's a pity that they abandoned that Fox engine, because it's apparently it had deferred rendering, it had all kinds of tricks up its sleeve. It was quite advanced. So yeah, I'm really actually looking forward to playing MGS5. Although it is still now, it is not part. I totally missed that release, by the way, because I was playing other games and also focusing on work in the meantime. But the Master Collection, there's now Volume 1, which does have Metal Gear Solid 1, 2 and 3. So I will for sure be playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 1 via the Master Collection when I play them all in chronological order. But the Master Collection Volume 2 is not out yet. And I really hope that they either put in Peace Walker there, which would be a shame because probably I will be, I'm already at Peace Walker chronologically wise after this game. So I will have to play it quite quickly. And I'm not even sure how I'm going to do it. I do have an old PS3, but the thing is, I would of course maybe much rather wait for the Master Collection Volume 2 if that includes indeed Peace Walker, and certainly if that includes MGS4. But the problem is, what I understood, what I read, is that there is already for a long time radio silence on the Volume 2 of the Master Collection. Those two games, Peace Walker and MGS4, are not in the Volume 1 of the Master Collection. And apparently remastering, especially MGS4, is much trickier than, for example, maybe MGS1 and 2, because the it was specifically made for the PS3 hardware, and that probably requires quite some conversion. Although there are still already PC emulators running it fairly well, I think. But I would really try to want to avoid using an emulator, because sometimes the lighting and there are just glitches. It is just often it has a lot of benefits, like you can run it in much higher resolution, higher frame rates. But there can also be some drawbacks, like I had that with Project Gotham Racing. I should have actually just played or I didn't have a 360 anymore, but just play the old